know, man? It's Real Radio. We in the building, man. It's your boy Calvin Darville, man. And we got
Carl Clark in the building, man.
Okay.
$1 million salesman. What's good, y'all?
Is that your nickname now?
That is my new name.
Okay, so Carl, quote, $1 million salesman, unquote, Clark.
That's it.
Oh, I like that. That's cool, baby. That's his stage name, man. Are we live on the Tiki to the Taki?
Yes, we are.
All right, man. Y'all already know, man. It's Real Radio, man. E1 again. E1, man.
They don't know that, man.
Hey, they might know. I don't know, man. If they a real one, they might know. The real ones might know. But yeah, man. Episode 1, man. We're gonna come to you guys every single Monday with information, with motivation, with topics, with discussions. The mission, guys. I want you to know the mission. You know, I like to have fun. I like to joke around, but the mission is to empower the youth to be themselves while creating financial freedom. To me, it is vital. It is absolutely vital that you be yourself, man, because there's just no other way to do it. You know, Carl is an individual. I'm an individual. Darius is in the building. He's an individual. Gina's in the building. She's an individual. We're all individuals, and we all have characteristics. We all have things that we like. We have things that we dislike. And in order to get to the bag, you don't want to change. You don't have to change and sell out, you know. Especially for people in the Black community, this is something that is very big. You know, you feel like in order to make it and have financial success and have success in the business world, that you have to change the way you interact,
or compromise your definition of who you think you are, or your background. You feel like you have to hide that or compromise it or change it. But in actuality, like Calvin was saying, you're the only you out there. So it's actually power. There's a lot in being who you are, being an individual. There's a lot that goes into that, or a lot that can benefit you from. Because there's only one you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there's only one you, and I mean, nobody can do you better than you do you.
Right.
You know, so we got to stop trying to be other people and just be ourselves.
It's a good point you made there, because you said something the other day on social media I liked, which was, you don't want to be a watered down version of somebody else. Nice little applause for you to drink some water. You don't want to be a watered down version of anybody else. You want to be the epitome of who you are, as opposed to a watered down version of somebody else.
Yeah, and I mean, it just makes it so much more enjoyable, man. When you're out here, you're chasing success, or you're trying to achieve something, whether it's financial freedom, whether it's goals for your family, whatever it may be that you have in your mind, it's so much better when it feels genuine and you feel authentic while you're doing it. You know, me and Gina were chopping it up before we started the podcast, and she was like, "Oh, this feels like, it just doesn't feel like your traditional work environment," because I never intended for it to feel like a traditional work environment. And, you know, my goal is for it to be somewhere where people enjoy coming to work. You know, I don't want it to be something that's like, you know, super easy and laid back or whatever, but, you know, something just different where maybe we feel like we're accomplishing something, where people are motivated. You know, people actually enjoy the people that they work with and have, you know, good work relationships with them, you know. So I could have compromised that. Yeah. You know, I could be like, oh, well, you know, traditional work environment, cubicle, blah, 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 and, you know, this, that, and the third, and we don't talk to each other, we don't check on each other, we don't laugh with each other, you know, whatever. But I'm like, nah, I don't want that. You know, I'm going to be me, and it's going to be run, you know, the way I want it ran.
Yeah.
So,
I like that, man.
Yeah, man, we can't compromise ourselves. So the mission is to empower the youth to be themselves while creating financial freedom, and that's what we gonna do,
That's
baby.
what we about.
So we got some headlines or some topics that are trending in the world today. The first one is looks maxing. Carl, have you ever heard of looks maxing?
No, this is some brand new stuff.
Gina, what is looks maxing? Just tell us what looks maxing is from the peanut gallery.
Something crazy the kids are doing nowadays. There's this one influencer called Clavicular.
TikTok. Have you guys ever heard of looks maxing? We're live on TikTok, so I'm maxing TikTok too. If you guys have heard of looks maxing, put your definition of looks maxing in the chat. But you can keep going, Gina.
Clavicular. He's this upcoming. I guess he's pretty popular now though. But he does really sketchy things, like inject himself with like, what is it, peptides.
So he does peptides as well?
To stay like fit and little and like, just, he does this thing called like bone smashing.
Bone smashing.
And to like make your cheeks more like angular. So like, he's a kid, he's a 20-year-old kid, and he started this years ago. So he would take a metal trophy and like smash his cheekbones. So they like, I guess like become more angular.
Wow.
Crazy stuff. But yeah, now it's a trend on TikTok, unfortunately. So it's just going the extreme to look better, essentially.
What's your opinion on that?
I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with trying to improve on your
physique and how you look.
Yeah, your how you come off
So
to
you
the
gonna
world.
smash your bones in the morning?
Nah, I'm not. Pause. Nah, but
smash his face.
Nah.
Chat, should Carl wake up in the morning and smash his face before he comes to work?
Yeah,
To get his defined cheekbones so he can look sexy?
Nah, I mean, like I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with trying to improve on yourself, but extremes, I mean, something like that, smashing your face with anything.
Listen, man, this is what I'm gonna say, man. Like, my opinion on it and my stance is the most attractive thing on anybody is confidence. So when you can stand in a room and you just have confidence, that's attractive in and of itself. And in my opinion, confidence is developed, one, through being yourself, putting yourself in tough situations, and
well, this subject is about looks, though.
Well, why would someone look smacks?
To become more confident.
In their looks, but I think you were speaking about in their abilities or in like.
Well, I'm saying this is what I'm saying. If I'm gonna go look smacks, it's so I can look better, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, but if the most attractive thing, because you're talking about looks, and looks is attraction, but the most attractive thing, especially if you're a man and you like women, the most attractive thing that a woman is looking for is a confident man.
Yes.
So if confidence can be developed without having to smash your bones and do all that, then what are we doing that for? Just going in the room, being able to hold a room, speak with confidence, look someone in their eyes, do all those things. I think it's just going back, what we're saying, going back to the basics, as opposed to, having to take all these pills, take all these, third-party drugs and substances and all these things to look better so you can have confidence. When confidence could just be developed internally and then seen externally.
So do you think, because if it's a trend now, I think that the youth today is having an issue with confidence.
Oh, I definitely think the youth is having an issue with confidence.
They've always had an issue with confidence.
So how do you, what would you recommend for the youth?
The youth having an issue with confidence, I think, well, I'm gonna speak to young men. I would say young men who are having issues with confidence, I would say
in their looks. Let's keep it in the category.
In their looks, so like
we're talking
fat,
about look.
well,
We're talking about looks, Max.
Get in shape.
I agree. I agree.
If you're fat,
you said keep it simple. Keep it simple for them. And they gotta be.
Yeah, I mean, if you're fat, I mean, we gotta be honest.
Yeah.
Like if you're out of shape, then get in shape. Everybody has the ability to go to the gym, even if you can't afford to go to the gym. Everyone has the ability to go out, run, do some push-ups, do some pull-ups, and do some things to get into shape. So I mean, if you're confident if you're not confident in the way that you look, then you need to change it. I mean, there was a period of time where I was as skinny as a needle, and I had to change it. I had to go do the hard work, go to the gym, show up, not know what I'm doing, be unconfident in the gym because I don't know what I'm doing, but continuously go there, bump my head, look stupid, and then eventually, see the progress and the confidence is developed in those hard times. So it's like, I say you can't shy away from the ugly because that's where the confidence really comes from.
And that's what I think the real problem.
Think about this, bro. Speaking. I had to cut you off, but think about speaking on the stage.
Yeah.
If you've never spoken on stage, you're not going to be confident because you've never done it.
True.
And you're just gonna have to go through that ugliness of not having done it and go through that freaking terrifying moment of like, I'm speaking in front of people over and over and over again. So one day you wake up like, no, I done did this 100 times. This ain't nothing new.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the confidence comes from the grind, from the grit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's.
I think the youth have a problem with that, bro. Not the grind or the grit,
Oh, yeah.
but the downtime. The part, like you said, the.
I think they have a problem with the grind and the grit.
Yeah, well, it may possibly too, but I think it's
It
like,
comes with participation awards.
yeah, exactly. So you know where I'm headed. You already know where my mind is going with this. It's like you got to be good. You have to be comfortable knowing that you're not the shit. You know what I mean? You're not the best at it. You're gonna suck. You got to be comfortable knowing you're gonna be terrible for a while.
Yeah.
And that's just that, and that's okay. You know what I mean? I think today the youth, because of social media, because of
Instant gratification.
Yeah, instant gratification. Everybody wants to
It's
be.
literally called instant.
Everybody wants it instantly, which speaks back to your boy. What's his name? Clavicle
She's
bone, whatever the guy.
dresses.
The boy,
Cubicle.
whatever the boy's name is at the trophy face boy.
Gina, what's your opinion on participation awards?
Want instant gratification, man.
On participation awards.
Yeah.
Give your honest, real. This is real rated, so you got to be real. We don't rely on real rated. We hurt feelings here.
If you're under the age of 15, yeah, they're great.
Okay, so hold on. Is it really, or is that fake company? Hold on. Let me ask you. So, let's say you have a child who's 14 and they play basketball, and they're in a league, and the entire league. Let's say there's 10 teams in the league, and this is your kid, and the entire league gets award. There's no first place, nothing, and everyone gets an award. But your kid is on the team that lost every single game, and they still get an award. You think that is deserving?
No.
Do you think?
No.
Maybe not.
Not even
under the age of
deserving.
15. Maybe younger than that.
Maybe not even deserving,
Well,
but what do you think it does for their psychology or psychological position that they get a reward, even though
Entitlement.
yeah, and that's what it, so it creates.
I feel like, okay, like I feel like, why did I even get this? Like, I don't think it really means anything to kids.
No, it does. That's the reason why they're doing it. Because why else would we even have participation awards if kids didn't feel some type of way about not getting rewarded? And then
I think
whoever the powers were in that being to cut you off decided, well, let's just create an award for everyone, as opposed to letting them kids realize, hey, you're not gonna get it until you win. There's a line that has to be, huh?
I think the adults are the issue. I think the
I
kids
don't doubt
don't
that.
care about participation award.
When you say they don't care, what do you mean? Like they don't care to have gotten an award, or they? What do you mean? Like, are you saying if the award was not there, they wouldn't care about it? Do you think they like it?
I
So
remember
think-
when I was a kid, I have a vivid memory of receiving the participation award.
And how'd you feel about
I
it?
never liked it.
Why?
I was like, why do I don't, obviously you don't deserve a trophy if you're getting
Exactly.
a participation award.
Exactly.
So I remember I would get one and be like, what do I do with this? You know what I mean?
Were you actually good at what you were doing?
I remember it being like super young. I don't remember what sport. It was probably like soccer in New York when I was like
Okay.
3.
All right. So let's go into this. All right. So giving participation awards, it hurts the whole spectrum. It hurts the winner and it hurts the loser because it devalues the entire group of people who are participating in that league. So the people who came in first obviously deserve the award that they're receiving, and the people who came in last don't deserve it. So now that everyone gets it, the people who actually worked their butt off or were actually good at what they do, now they don't feel valuable because, oh, I got an award that everybody else got. You know, so now they're getting an award, they're receiving it, they don't really care about it. They don't really care about what they did. It's like, oh, well, no one really, you know, like everyone got this. And then you got the person in last place who know they lost every single game and yet they're still being awarded. And we know in life, what does anybody get in life for nothing?
Nothing. And like you said, the person that was rewarded for not doing anything, like it's just false, you know, idea of what later in life is gonna be like. Like, I don't know, man. It hurts the entire situation, I think, personally.
Maybe you're right. Maybe like kids actually like
Kids don't
receiving.
need it.
But like I come from a background where it's like you work for what you get. You know, my dad was like an immigrant. That's just how he knew the world, and that's how he taught us to know the world. So like when I got that, I was like,
Yeah, I mean, this goes back to what the main thing is that we were talking about is where's the lack of confidence coming from? And I think it is stemming from
coming from false confidence.
Yeah, from those things, participation awards and things like that are giving entitlement. Now kids are coming up and essentially from the age of 1 to 18, they were given awards for doing nothing, and then you go into a world where that's not going to happen, period. Nobody's going to give you anything in this world unless you earn it once you become of age, especially if you are a man. Now if you're a woman, it's different. You could easily get a sugar daddy, he's going to take care of you, blah, blah, blah.
Not if you have morals and you actually work for what you have.
See, but what if you don't?
Not every woman's like that.
I never said that. I just said that as a man, there's no opportunity for that. 1%. I mean, what's easier for a young chick to go get a sugar daddy or a man to go find a woman to take care of him? That's pretty terrible.
Easy to get a $1 million boat with no invitation.
Oh, well, I don't know nothing about that. That sounded personal there.
No, I'm talking about
Gina, don't put me in
No,
there.
I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about Jill, a 19-year-old getting on a boat who owned by a 40-year-old.
Yeah.
So easy for her to get on.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't do that, yeah. So,
but we trying to get on.
I'm just saying, like, as expectations, as a man, if you're turning 18, you're going into the world, you can expect for nobody to take care of you and not give you anything for not bringing anything of value to the table. That is
facts.
That is an expectation. As a woman, if you choose to go and do that isn't a route. And I wouldn't say do that, because I feel like in the long run, no one's ever happy. When you go when they go that route. Like, oh, I'm gonna have someone else take care of me. Like, it goes back to the participation award thing. Like, you didn't bring anything of value to the table. Now you got someone taking care of you. So in the long run, you're not going to feel good about yourself. To build confidence, I feel like you just got to go through the ugly stuff. If you choose to do something, go through the stage of being bad at it, and to the point where you get good at it.
And it's okay to be bad at it.
It's okay. Yes. Like, there's nothing wrong with being bad.
There's nothing wrong being bad at social media. Everything, all this superficial stuff makes you seem like everybody's first time doing anything is perfect. You would even assume that a model's pictures, if you look at a picture of models that's posted on social media, you'd assume, oh, she took that in one picture. Bro, it may have taken 300 pictures to get that one picture that model posts. But you don't know that they went through that process. But it's okay. But that's not, you're not supposed to know. That's not what social media is designed to do. It's curated, it's designed to entertain you. So you have to detach from that, get back into reality, and understand that no one is great at anything initially. And anything you want, you gotta work hard for it, period.
True.
Period.
I like it. All right, so let's transition into our main topic of the day, which is not giving up. I think that's a great headline and topic for this episode, being E1. I'm under the belief that you can obtain anything that you want in life as long as you never give up. Mm-hmm. As long as you continue to work at it, you go through the obstacles, you go through the downfalls, the defeats, the discouragement, everything that comes with going after a goal. As long as you can push through all that friction, I believe that you can get there.
So, because a lot of people may have a question, like what it looks like, what is giving up? What is giving up? Define from your perspective what giving up is.
See, I think that's super important that we define it, because there's giving up and then there's also pivoting.
There we go. Yeah.
So if you're making a change for something that may not have worked out, I don't define that as giving up. So maybe even if it's a business venture and you've exhausted all options and you've really put that work in and you've given it some time and you weren't looking for instant success, and you see that maybe this business venture isn't what it is for you, I think pivoting is okay. Mm-hmm. Switching, exploring a new avenue and pivoting into a new avenue is not considered giving up. Mm-hmm. To me, giving up is accepting defeat and not doing anything about it, just accepting it. So, it'd be like us trying to hit 3K closings, and then I'm just like, okay, it's not possible, and I'll just accept that.
But what? So,
and I don't put anything.
What is it? Okay, there we go.
And I don't put anything in line Like I stopped trying to put things in line. I'm like, Carl, we're just gonna do 200 calls a week, 5 office visits. Like, we're not gonna hire any more salespeople. We're gonna kill the content. Because it's not working, Carl. Like we keep saying we're gonna do 3 clay closings, but we're doing all this content, we're making all these calls, and it's still not happening. So I could just kill everything, But no, I'm like, all right, well, what else can we do to reach that goal? So that's what I would say is an example of not giving up.
Yeah. So giving up looks like
just accepting
killing, and then the action is like we're not doing anything any different. We're not
accepting defeat and not doing anything about it.
Yeah,
is what I would say giving up is. Like accepting. Just accepting it. Just like even as a basketball player, like it's like, okay, we're trying to win a championship this year. You don't win it, and then you accept the defeat, and then like you go into next year with no motivation.
You don't work out anymore.
Well, you can still work out, but like you like.
Or no,
I'm not even gonna set a goal.
No, different. That's what I mean. Like you don't do anything.
You don't do anything different. You don't move different, and you don't even set the intention to be a champion because you couldn't get it that year.
So everything is just we just know.
It could be like Bron trying to chase Jordan, and Bron just like, man, I'm never gonna catch this man. I'm just move like a normal. I'm just play basketball. I'm gonna enjoy my life, and that's that. I'm gonna give up on the goal of chasing Jordan. Like he's just gonna accept the fact that Jordan is a better basketball player, had a better career, and that's it.
Yeah, and that's a good point too, because LeBron, most people would say the main reason Jordan's the greatest is because it's 6 rings in 6 finals appearances. So he's like 100%, like 6 for 6. Whenever he went to the finals, he won it. And he only won it in 6 games. And LeBron could have looked at that, or any player could look at that and say, well, if I can't win it in 6, if I can't go to 6 finals and win each one of them, then I'll never be great.
I'll never do it.
And then LeBron, actually, as a matter of fact, looks at it completely different.
Well, yeah, and he can pivot.
He can pivot.
He can be like, okay, well, I've already lost a couple.
Boom.
But I still have an opportunity to be greater than
boom.
Because a basketball player with a weak mindset could be like, okay, if I didn't win 6 straight, there's no way I can be better.
Right. Yep.
And then another thing, giving up, like I say, my mission, I know my mission, the mission of this podcast is empower youth to be themselves while creating financial freedom.
Yeah.
My mission in general for my life is that, to empower youth to be themselves while creating financial freedom. Someone could come to me and be like, man, Cal, man, like, I don't think you should do that. Like, you being yourself is rubbing people the wrong way. Like, I'll just be real, this is real radio.
Yeah.
I posted a picture the other day like this, someone told me to delete it. I'm like, bro, I'm being me. I shout out to this dude because I do appreciate his perspective for sure. But I'm like, I'm being me.
Now, how would you take?
Not to say that I can't take input. I definitely appreciate the input.
This is real radio.
But hold on, let me finish.
Go ahead. I got
let me say, because I can take input, and I appreciate input. And I told the brother, I love the brother, and I told him I appreciate his input. Not to say that I don't take input, but if I have a mission that I know is my vision, and he can't see the vision, maybe he sees it from a different perspective, but I think everyone has their own vision that they see. And I just remember feeling like I had to sell out. So if I could be the one person who didn't sell out, and I made it, there might be an 18-year-old who's like, man, I want to be successful, but shit, I don't want to cut my hair. Like I want to get a couple tats, but in the business world you can't have tattoos. Like I want to dress normal sometimes. Like I don't want to wear suits every day. So that's that. Like I could give up and be like, you know what? I'm not gonna even try to like be myself. I'm gonna just get successful. I'm gonna be successful, and I'm gonna sell out, and I'm gonna give up on my mission. I'm gonna just be successful, but I'm gonna sell out while I do it. I'm gonna start talking.
Different
that way.
Talking different.
I'm gonna start talking that way, and then. Yeah.
So how would you feel about like thirst traps?
How do I feel about women posting thirst traps?
Women posting thirst traps. Because you can make the argument, hey, I'm being me.
I ain't got no complaints, ladies. Post
this is real radio.
No. Go ahead. What's your question, man?
So do you think that, because I mean, do you think that maybe they were coming at it from a professionalism perspective? Because maybe you may say, like somebody who works for you, hey, I don't want to necessarily have anybody that works for me that also has racy pictures or think that it could be considered like that on their social media.
Well, I mean, define thirst trap though. There's a level to thirst trap. It ain't like I was in the club smoking a J.
You didn't have a blunt in your mouth, but you know what I mean? You had to
finger up.
Yeah.
It's a finger.
So if somebody have
there's levels to it.
So somebody had their cheeks out.
Bro, there's levels to it, bro. The answer to that is there's levels to it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the answer to that. Like, obviously, me throwing a finger up is not the worst thing in the world. Like, it just isn't. You know? Like, I could be online smoking a J with a 40. Feel me? That's way worse than that.
Yeah. Well, that's your opinion.
I was gonna say that.
That's my company too. So I run it. I make it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So I set my life up like that. Yeah. So I make the decision on what I think is levels. Now the outside, they can think whatever they want to think, but in my opinion, a finger is not as bad as somebody online smoking a blunt.
Yeah.
Because even if I'm thinking about my kid, I would rather my kid do that than be smoking weed online. You feel me?
Well, yeah.
But if they were in their own position like you being yourself, if that's what you do on daily, and you still have your opinion.
Well, yeah, this is all my opinion. Yeah, you're right. If their success overwrites it all. If someone is successful, they can do whatever the hell they want to do. Mm-hmm. You know, so like there are people who can do that. I'm just saying there's levels to it to me. The president of the United States of America has a freaking mugshot.
That's crazy.
Okay? Yeah. The president of the United States of America has a mugshot.
Yeah.
Okay? I didn't post a mugshot. I posted a picture. So
that's a great point.
So there's level there. We don't even need to go into detail because there's levels to it. Because all you gotta say is like compare someone having an OF to someone just posting a picture where they feel like they're being attractive and maybe some cleavage is showing. Even ask yourself, would you date a woman with an OF or would you date a woman who's showing cleavage? You would definitely date a woman who's showing cleavage.
Yeah, definitely not date a woman with an OF.
Exactly. So there is levels to it, and you know that's just the way it is with anything in life. You know, I wouldn't go overboard. You know.
Yeah, we're just playing devil's advocate.
No,
to your point though, you know, there's levels to it, man. You know.
I'm smart. See, the thing is, I'm smart enough to know that level.
And you are.
I'm successful, yeah, and that's why I kept pushing on 2,000 closings and more, because if we were at 300 and someone's like, oh, I don't want to work with you guys, you know, okay, that might hurt us, but, you know, it's like, so, you know, we got more. Yeah. But not to be like that, but, you know, when you push and you just keep working, man, you get to that point where you can kind of do it. But
we said that before.
But you have to be smart enough, bro. Like, come on, man, you smart, bro. You know what you can do and what you can't do. Like, you know, there's levels. That's like, come on, man. We can cut the camera off and really talk about it.
Yeah, keep it on. It's real radio.
Real radio. But there's levels to what.
100% levels to it.
You know, because 100%. That's just like asking, like, come on, man. Like,
it's levels to it. Yeah. Say less.
Whoever, that's a dumb question. You know there's levels to it. There's levels to everything in life. That's like saying, is a misdemeanor the same as a felony? Like, there's levels. And guess what? Well, that's your opinion. Well, there's a judge.
Yes. And
the judge is going to judge, you know? He's going to tell you what it is. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, but you got to be smart. You know, like, I think just having some type of awareness saves you of all that.
Yeah.
You know, because there's certain things that you can kind of do and you can get away with, and there's certain things like, okay, I don't want to push that.
Yeah.
I don't want to push that.
I would stay away from like saying anything too controversial, like, you know,
I wouldn't say that.
Like I wouldn't necessarily say, okay, like for example, you know,
don't hurt nobody.
There we go. I would stay away from anything that would hurt anybody.
Yeah, don't hurt nobody.
That's why I would stay away from anything that would hurt.
You know, I feel like people should be able to express themselves. I think that's important.
Yes.
You know, that's important for me. That's important for me. I think what's important is understanding what you value. I know how important it is for me to be authentic and like feel like I can say what I need to say.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't too much enjoy biting my tongue for people.
Yeah. But you do also understand that at a certain point, you got to understand when you should do that and when you shouldn't. Like you can see that and say,
yeah,
you know, I don't really care to do it,
But I understand that there was at
You
some
can't be
point.
an idiot.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. At
Yeah,
some point, you gotta bite your tongue, whether you care to or not. You know what I mean? But then you get to a certain level, you don't have to do it as much. You know, if that makes sense. But
Yeah.
so sometimes you do. Sometimes you do.
But if, I mean, see,
you
the
gotta
thing is,
you gotta
like-
be wise enough to know. You gotta be smart.
You gotta be a worker too.
Yeah.
I mean, I work, I grind. You
Yeah.
work, you grind.
Yeah.
Like, you know. So I mean, I don't know, man. You know, but there's levels to it. So
I think you do know. I think you're right. I think there's levels to it. I think
yeah, I mean, I know. I just don't want to go to it. And it's like I know that at the end of the day, it's like when you work hard, you can do certain things. You feel me? Because people want to be like lazy and do crazy stuff.
Let's go. Talk about it.
Because it's like we gonna come in here, bro. We gonna make 400 calls this week. We're gonna visit these offices. We're gonna do these activities. You feel me? So if someone got rubbed the wrong way, they can be replaced. Because we work hard. But now imagine if you don't have that type of activity, and now you're trying to wild out to.
You can't now.
You can't because you're not putting in the work to justify that. So that's what I'm getting at. It's like Braun can do certain things because he's Braun. He don't put it in. You feel me? He can do certain things. He can move a certain way.
Say certain things.
You feel me?
Command certain things. Absolutely.
But you know, the person who don't get no PT, he not. You can't really move
can't
like that.
talk to the
you
ref
feel
like
me?
that. Can't
So
do none of that. Yeah.
There's levels.
Yeah, for sure.
There's levels. For sure. So that's all I say, man. That's all I say to
I
that.
like it.
But yeah, man, keep going, keep grinding, man. Never give up, man. Hey, we're gonna check in with y'all each week. Hot take.
Like you said, never giving up. The difference between that and pivoting, I think, was huge. The difference between giving up and pivoting. Both of them are going to take a level of realization and understanding, but the question is, what are you willing to accept and what you willing
Oh, let me say this to what you were saying. If you're gonna be yourself, then you got to deal with what comes with it.
Yeah.
So if anyone feels like, the thing is that I'm willing to deal with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not saying people won't get rubbed the wrong way. People will. I'm gonna deal with it. You feel me? So if you're gonna do it, then just be ready for it. Be ready for the smoke. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm at a point in my life where I'm like, I'd rather deal with the smoke than deal with internal like, oh, I know I'm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta find out what's right for you. I can't tell anybody what's right for them. You gotta find out what's right for you. You know, so that's the way. Like that's how I want to live. Like I feel like I know what's right for me. I know I'm not gonna hurt nobody. I may hurt your feelings, but I'm not gonna hurt anyone physically or anything like that. And I never have my intentions aren't to hurt your feelings. You know, but I'm not gonna compromise me to make somebody else feel better.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'll be respectful. I feel like I'm a very respectful person. But yeah, so you know, you just gotta be ready for what comes with whatever it is that
Whatever sword you want down or whatever hill you want to down on.
Yeah, you might fall on the sword. So like if you're willing to fall on the sword, fall on the sword. You know, and if you like, you know, I'm always just try. Like I say, man, I'm never gonna give up though. You know, so if your mind like that, then it's different. Braun ain't never gonna give up. You know, so Braun can move how you want to move, because you know at the end of the day he's still gonna get up, show up to that arena. He's gonna be the first person there. He's not gonna go out and party. He's not gonna drink. He's still gonna do his thing. You feel me? But you can't be trying to move like that if you're not gonna put in that type of work. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
You know, like. Come on, man. I live this shit, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Talk about a figure, bro. I live this shit,
Talk
man.
to him, man.
For real, bro. So it's like sometimes people deserve some slack.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't really.
Yeah. Then you deserve a little bit.
You feel me?
Yeah.
It's like, because some people be like, damn, is he a human?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's how people get.
Going like
yeah, when you go so hard, like, oh, it's a robot. You know what I'm saying? You know, but nah, like I'm human.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a human. Like, I get tired, shit. Anything else you got?
No. Let me think about it. I ain't have a hot take.
Shit, I ain't hot
Go
take.
ahead,
What did I
go
just
ahead.
say? What I say? If you're gonna do it, be ready for what come with it.
Smoke.
Yeah, that's
hot take. I like that.
yeah.
For the smoke.
Yeah, shit. That's my hot take, man. If you're gonna do it, be ready for what come with it.
Even if it's in a positive way. it's still the same.
Yeah, it's anything, man. Like, this ain't about negativity. It's never been about negativity. You know, and I think the ones who is for, you know, because it's like, I know, because I was 18, bro, I do things for me when I was that young. You know, like, I did not want to compromise. Like, my mom was like, oh, be a doctor, be a lawyer. And I felt like in order to do that, I had to compromise the things that I liked. You know, and like, I feel like there's an 18-year-old, 17-year-old who trying to figure out what they want in life, and they got certain interests, and they don't want to go down that route because they might have to compromise their genuine self. You know, so everything is about positivity, bro. It's never been about negativity, ever.
And everything got a cost to it. I would just say, I mean, just to kind of piggyback along what everybody else been saying, like, nothing you do, we said this before, nothing you do is really for you. You know, we kind of got a little bit about this in the session this morning. Like, you're gonna be, your life and whatever you live or however you live it is gonna be a story for someone else to review, to look at, whether it's a cautionary tale or whether it's motivation, but it's gonna be something for other people to use. So kind of keep that in mind, you know, whatever you do, it's not just you that you're impacting, it's the people around you, it's community. Somebody's gonna look up to you, or somebody maybe even looking up to you.
Yeah,
like I said earlier.
Because and it goes back to what when we broke it down in the after the sales meeting. Like, you don't know who you could be impacting.
Yeah.
You know, we just don't know that. You know, and we can't impact everybody. Because everybody's not gonna agree. Like, I can't be for everyone.
Nah.
Who I'm for is who I'm for. Who I'm not for is who I'm not for. You know, so
it's my tribe, man.
yeah, when you trying to appease everyone, you ain't gonna appease, nobody. And you ain't even gonna appease yourself. And that's the worst damn thing. Is not appeasing yourself. So I'd rather please me, and then whoever my message is for, they receive it.
That's it. I like that.
All right, man. Well, we'll end on that, man. E1 Real Radio, man. We out, man. Let's go.